area.
So there were 5 little girls in the Yerington congregation that were raped. 5.
Sexual assault charges scar another church. Tonight, local victims are fighting back and taking the religious group to court.
This is First News 3 at 4 with Kendall Tenney and Beth Fisher.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us. A church policy followed by thousands of Jehovah's Witnesses is being challenged in court.
It's a policy some say protects child molesters and forces victims to suffer in silence. News 3's Anquinette Moon joins us live from the Jehovah's Witness Hall on Mojave near Charleston. And Q, according to the lawsuit, the church is accused of covering up allegations of sexual abuse by church elders.
Kendall, the people who rallied at this church this morning say victims of abuse in the Jehovah's Witness Church are routinely told to say nothing and put their trust in God. Well, the members of the support group Silentlambs say they have put their trust in God, and if church members refuse to acknowledge and punish the child molesters in their midst, then they will also be forced to put their trust in the courts.
A symbol of innocence, used to show how the most innocent have been silenced. But now, the voices of these so-called silent lambs will be heard.
Over 5,000 Jehovah's Witness abuse survivors have come forward to say they were molested and they were silenced by Jehovah's Witness policy on child abuse.
And now, 4 of those survivors are taking the church to court, suing, among others, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, which is the church's governing body, the church's Nevada Circuit, and a convicted child molester, Daniel Fitzwater. The lawsuit claims while Fitzwater was an elder at a church in Yerington, Nevada, the church knew about allegations of abuse against him and did nothing. William Bowen, the founder of the Silentlambs support group, says the church's policy on abuse is the problem.
With the molester's denial, 2 eyewitnesses are required before the child is believed. Otherwise, he remains an innocent man.
William Bowen says the problem extends far beyond the doors of every Kingdom Hall. In many cases, when convicted child molesters are released from prison, they are still members in good standing, so they are obligated to go out into the community and spread the word door to door.
And we have had several cases brought forward where molesters actually called in people's homes, started Bible studies, and molested their children. So this has got to stop.
And this starts by letting the public know what's happening and forcing the church to change, even if they must go to court to do it.
One reason the Catholic Church is addressing their problem is because people finally had to go to court. If they had waited on the church, we'd still be sitting here to this day with the same problem.
And so the church remembers the problem. A small toy lamb was left at the door, a symbol to show sometimes nothing speaks louder than silence.
And when we tried to get comment from the Jehovah's Witness Church, we were directed to their website. We printed off a statement from that website, and it says that child abuse is abhorrent to them, and if 2 people cannot step forward and say they witnessed the abuse, the church cannot do anything. But elders are still encouraged to go ahead and report allegations of abuse to local authorities and the local police. Reporting live, I'm Anquinette Moon. Kendall, back to you in the studio.
All right, Anquinette, the group Silentlambs also left this flyer. It has a website on it at silentlambs.org, also has a phone number, and they want the churches to post this on their bulletin boards. The flyers encourage victims of abuse and their families to speak out to police and to seek professional help.